Cody's Caravan. We are in Lincoln today. We're hanging out with Sandra Mullen, an artiste in quilting, and it is so amazing and so photorealistic. I mean, like, I feel like when I'm looking at this, the bears are looking at me, you know, and I feel like I'm in the Grand Canyon,
right,
you know,
right.
and because it's puffy, because it's a quilt,
Right.
there's
Touchable.
it's
Yeah.
touchable,
Yeah.
and it really moves me.
Thanks. You know, I love working in fabrics. I think that the saturation of the color through the fiber that I can get with the dye first, and then I come over here to the, you know, the cutting table, cut little pieces of paper and start cutting out little pieces of fabric.
Pieces. Okay, if you're a quilter out there, and like we said, 1 out of 5 households, there's somebody quilting in here.
That's right. And so, you know, I think, and I mentioned to you earlier, I mean, textiles are the first thing that we feel, you know. I mean, aside from your mother's touch, it's being wrapped in that first blanket, right? And so it is something that's universally loved, you know, by people. And I think that my job is to make people realize that it can be art too, you know, and drawn in, and love that you get something completely different.
Now, she travels the world, and I mean the world, teaching people how to do this. You've been to Australia? Twice. You've been on these cruises, which I think I need to go on a quilt cruise now.
Yep.
And you're about to go to Italy,
yes,
where you're going to teach people how to do this. Would you mind teaching people just a little something here?
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
So, you know, it starts with the photo and then the sketch. And once I have it on freezer paper, which you can adhere to, you know, with your iron to fabric. And here's my cutting line. I'll just take these little ceramic blades. I don't know if you can see this. And I just cut like right on that line. I'm going to hold this piece of paper here. And I cut, and then I can pull this little piece of paper out, and that's my template. And once I have this, I can go over here to an iron, or to a fabric, iron it on. I'm like, okay, that one's going to be this color, maybe gray. Cut out that, put some adhesive behind that, and it's just a very thin adhesive. It's just like this gossamer little hot, it's almost like hot fixed webbing. It goes on the other side, and then I trim it down with my scissors, put it right back where it goes. That piece of fabric will obviously go right there. And then, you know, you get this composition. And so you can see these are all little loose pieces of fabric. They're kind of tacked down. There's the adhesive. You know, you press it down with an iron. And then once I've got the top done, it's just layered up with batting and backing. The stitching holds it together. If I didn't have the quilting, this would eventually fall apart. So that's just a temporary adhesive. I've got a little bit of colored pencil on here because that's going to be my drawing lines. So sometimes I will use markers or colored pencils to add to it.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
I know, it's easier though, right?
We're so lucky we got a hold of you because you're about to leave for Italy.
Yeah.
Where are you going in Italy?
Tuscany. So I'm going to fly into Rome. My daughter volunteered to go with me, Catherine. And we're going to stay in Rome a couple days, and then they hired a private car for me to take me and her up to Tuscany, and then we're at this beautiful hotel for 6 nights.
So nice.
And
You are living the life, my friend.
Wine tasting, the whole thing.
We're going to tell you some more stories coming up. There's a beautiful quilt that you're going to see in the 10 o'clock. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Back to you guys.